Hi, welcome back to the channel. What a splendid day. Look at that blue sky behind me. Absolutely gorgeous. Does not put a smile on your face. And up there was Bruce's Stone. Robert the Bruce. That's where we are. In Glen Trool. In Scotland, of course. We are heading towards the Southern Upland Way. I'm going to join part of that. So we're heading up the Glen Trool, towards Loch Dee for the night. So let's see what awaits me. Are you joining us? Come on then. Oh, looks like a nice little waterfall already. Can't beat it, can you? Scotland! Oh, what about the Bruce? I'm not going any further than that. Otherwise I'll kill myself. Then you won't get to see this video, will you? Come on, some common sense. Is it just me, or does that look like a giant stick insect? It does, doesn't it? Hope not. It is alive. So I'm walking through an ancient oak wood. And in Scotland that's really rare. The whole of Scotland was probably covered in woodland, you know, thousands of years ago. And the very few people that lived there, of course, over the centuries, they used that. They chopped it down to make cabins and build fires and what have you. But there was no management then, there was no replanting. So the land became bare and barren. And in the last century, Forestry Commission have, you know, planted thick spruce, that fast growing spruce, and obviously a lot of pines. Some beautiful Douglas fir, Scots pine, that's wonderful, and larch. But they're all evergreens, aren't they, you know? And it's nice to walk in a deciduous woodland. I mean, look at him. He's beautiful. What a beauty. He's a good metre across, so I'm gathering about 250-year-old, that one. And don't laugh at people that hug trees. Back in the day we used to all walk around, you know, with those shoes on. We were earthed, weren't we? And over the centuries we've stuck rubber soles on, you know. So we're not earthed anymore, we're not releasing all this EMF from our phones and all this built up toxins. We're just congested, I guess, with toxic negative ions. So hugging a tree is really good for you. What good way to release that. And not just that, trees give off these, they're called phytochins, I think they're called phytochins, which it's been shown in studies to reduce cortisol levels in your bloodstream. You know, the stress reducing. Really good for your immune system as well. Anyway, I'm going to keep doing it. I love trees. This is a long, long ascent. And I'm puffing and panting. And I know, I knew I'd get some stick for this. There you go. Oh. Gotta get some stick for this. I should be fitter. I know I should be fitter. What's this? Oh God, danger of death. I think I'm alright. That bloke there's got about 6 different limbs. I think it only happens if you're a spider or an insect or something. I think I'll be safe. So finally, I've caught a glimpse of Loch Dee, and what a stunner! Absolutely beautiful. I have to say, that little beach down there by Loch Dee looks very tempting, I must admit. Very nice camping there, wouldn't it, next to the loch. There's an onshore window, and you'd want to be facing out to the loch, wouldn't you, to get the view? But you're just going to blow your tent inside out, so that's putting me off. But God, it does look nice. Very nice. So I'm heading up this hill now because I can see White Laggan Bothy, and I'm not sure if I want to stop there tonight because I prefer my tent, to be honest with you. I'm undecided. I'll go and have a look at it anyway and we'll see what we think. It's a lovely setting though. I don't mind if I get a bothy to myself, you know, bit of peace and quiet. But thing is, you never know who's going to turn up, and with it being so close to a forest track there, there's no public access for, like, you know, the public vehicles, which is Forestry Commission, but you do get the odd idiot driving through, and you just never know, do you, really, who's going to turn up. Hello. So yeah, this has got a room, probably for 3 people there as soon as you come in. And there's like a living room here, but you could sleep another, at least a couple of people. Possibly 4 to push. And then bit of a kitchen. And all sorts of, I don't know, look like, not sure what this is. That type of stuff I would have. Somebody might make use of it. God knows. Well, I have to say, I've never seen so much rubbish in my life. Obviously somebody's had to tidy up and put it all here. But that's an awful lot of crap. And on the back of there as well. It's kind of putting us off staying, to be honest with you. It's only sort of overrun by mice. View's cracking from here, like. Great view. Whew. Let's have a breather. Not sure whether to stay or not. I mean, it's nice and sheltered. Quite mild in here, actually, quite warm, actually, even without a fire. But all that rubbish is pretty off-putting, I must admit. Right, I've decided to pitch my tent. There's a lot of rubbish in that bothy, and it was putting us off. I think it's a den for rats, to be honest with you. Bloody rubbish everywhere, to be honest with you. I'm going to go back up the bothy, make myself something to eat and have a little fire maybe. And because it is bitter cold, I must admit now. But I don't fancy sleeping there with all the rats, because I think rats would be a problem in there. That's a hell of a lot of rubbish in there. Food debris, all sorts on the floor. And the thing is, you can tidy it up, but you can't take it out unless you've got a vehicle. You know, there's that much of it. And I don't know why people don't. Why don't they just take it out themselves? They brought the food, they brought the cans and bottles and packets and whatever. So just take them home with you. I don't understand people do my nutting. So I'm going to pop it back up here and we'll get a fire on. So tonight we've got beef stavato. Oh. Where's my spoon? I'll just pour this out. That's it. It's burning nicely. And because we're in Scotland, I've splashed out. You got some Tennent's lager. That's what it's like. Well, I don't like to knock other people. I mean, it's not Foster's. Do you know what I mean? It's not utter shite. But it's not Peroni either. If Foster's is 1 and Peroni's 10, I'll give it a 5 to 6. 5 to 6. Yeah. Well, it's dinner time. Look at that. Let me tell you. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, you can't beat it. Beef stavato. Absolutely lush. Washed down with a can of Tennent's. So this bothy is supposed to be haunted, actually, believe it or not. However, I think it's probably just rats that they're hearing. I think. I mean, just because there's so much rubbish in here, food debris and God all knows, I don't know what's under that pile there, you're going to get rats, aren't you? And they're going to make a noise. And when you're in the middle of the, of nowhere, in the middle of the woods, you're going to get scared and spooked out, and people immediately jump to conclusions and think it's a ghost or something. I don't think it is. I just don't want to stay where there's all this, rubbish and debris. It's horrible. I don't particularly want to sleep here, so I'm going to sleep in my tent. I don't fancy rats crawling over us in the middle of the night. I'm sure they wouldn't, but I just don't fancy it. So I'm going to enjoy my fire, a bit of warmth, eat my dinner, drink my beer, and then I'll retire to my tent. So as I was driving up here 3.5 hours, and I came into Dumfries and Galloway, I noticed a lot of signs in the farmers' fields saying no to the national park. Apparently they're floating this idea of making Dumfries and Galloway a national park. Or I think it's the hills, like Galloway Hills, And a lot of the locals are in uproar about it. They don't want it. They don't want it, but the people don't want it. It doesn't benefit them in any way. So they're saying no. And I think there's a huge power. It's very empowering to say no. And I just wish, in 2020 when the pandemic was on, that a lot more of us said no. I know I certainly did. I didn't wear masks. I didn't have jabs. I didn't do the restrictions or the lockdowns or any of that shite. I knew the whole thing was a scam. Not just a scam, but a horrific violation of human rights. And I'm not going to go into it because it is truly horrific if you knew that just how bad it was, what they actually did. They killed a lot of people, and it was deliberate, in my opinion. And I think a lot more of us had said no, we wouldn't be in the state we are now, because now we're facing the climate crisis and all that shite. And if you saw me last video, you'll know that we beat, in my little village, we beat this solar farm that they wanted to surround our village with. 110,000 panels, ridiculous. Acres and acres of the stuff. And we all said no, and it's very empowering to do that. And if there's enough of you to say no, well, that's where it comes in. Because there's not many of them, actually. There's only a few of these psychopaths that want to destroy our world. So you've got to learn to say no. I think a lot of people have this false belief that you can't say no to the doctor, you can't say no to the nurse or the policeman or the guy from the council. Yeah, you can. You've got to use your noggin. You've got to use, you've got to use your discernment, your critical thinking, and think, hold on, does this sound right? Just because everybody else is doing it, learn to say no. And I think there's more of us who are saying no. There's more and more of us who are awake and saying no. We're not doing this. We're not going to give in to you. We're not going to have our fields plastered with solar farms or wind turbines. You're not going to take our farms. You're not going to add Bouvet to the milk and poison us all. We're not going to eat your shite toxins or your GMO foods. Pardon me. No. We're not going to take your mRNA gene changing therapies, injections. We're not going to take them. We're going to live. We're going to survive. We're going to win. God wins. I don't care what you believe in. Good people win. And the psychopaths, I think they're panicking. I think they are losing, actually. It doesn't look like that sometimes and all that, but you've got to believe in it. You've really got to believe in it.
believe in it, and say no. Just keep saying no. They cannot do anything if you don't comply. And just because somebody's got a uniform on, so what? So what? What's going on? What's going on with my camera? That's the second time something's happened to my camera. It all goes weird. You just see lines going across in weird colours. Something strange going on. It's never happened before. Bit strange. What was I saying? Just say no. It's mesmerising, that fire, isn't it? Do you know, for the past 10 days, you won't believe this, it's been blue skies. Blue skies, those fluffy cumulus clouds that you used to get when you were a kid, remember those? Not those white lines that you see streaking the skies all the time. I haven't seen a chemtrail in 10 days, I really haven't. I can't believe it. It's actually, that's why I'm smiling so much, it's just wonderful. I don't know what to think. I'm kind of thinking, have they had a rest? Is it their annual holiday from the geoengineering? Or has Robert Kennedy actually done what he said he was going to do and stop the chemtrails? I'd love to believe that. Wouldn't you love to believe that? Oh, God, what a dream. Oh, yeah. One day we will have justice. But yeah, blue skies for 10 days. I don't know what to think. It's just wonderful. But I'm just enjoying it. Almost as much as this fire. I'll shut up now and I'll leave you with the fire. And I'll catch you later. Morning. Oh, she's looking decidedly frosty outside. 20 to 6. Did I sleep well? No, I didn't. Because I'm slept here, next to fire, and all that rubbish is there. And Mr. Mouse never stopped munching it all night. No ghosties, just a bloody noisy mouse. Kept me awake. I was wishing I'd gone down to the tent where I have my tent. But I must admit, I was toasty as anything. Red hot, in fact too warm. I had to strip off. Put the kettle on. Oh, lovely. I don't normally have breakfast, but I just fancy some porridge in these cold mornings. Ah, what a glorious morning. Spring is in the air. Daffodils are coming up. Beautiful. I've just got to get this damn tent down now, haven't I? Because I didn't use it last night. I'm regretting putting it up. It's all covered in frost. I could have been off now. Never mind. It was a field safe, just in case, you know, just in case I didn't fancy stopping there. I thought I'd put the tent up. It's just down here, all covered in frost. I'm annoyed with myself. Putting the bloody tent up, and now I want to put it away or frosted up when I didn't even need it.
So I think I'll bid you good folk farewell now. What a cracking night, wasn't it, in the end? No ghosties, just a couple of mice keeping us awake. Stunning blue skies yesterday and stunning blue skies again today. I'll not complain anyway. It makes you value your freedom, doesn't it? It really does. And if you value your freedom, just remember to say no. Yeah, you have to be a little bit brave, but nobody got anywhere through complying. You can't comply your way out of tyranny. You can't comply your way to freedom. You've got to say no. Remember, there's more of us than there is of them. Till the next time, you take care. I need a dip.